turkeys.
Turtle power!
Hold on, guys. This could be a big mistake.
Mistake?
If they could do that to a wall, imagine what they could do to our heads.
For sure. And our heads are nowhere near that thick. Figure that.
Turtles.
Yeah, and we didn't make that hole, you wacko!
Oh no.
Dudes are most musculos.
Let's get those turkeys.
Turtle power!
Hold on, guys. This could be a big mistake.
Mistake?
If they could do that to a wall, imagine what they could do to our heads.
For sure. And our heads are nowhere near that thick. Figure that.
Turtles.
Yeah, and we didn't make that hole, you wacko!
Oh no.
It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for another exciting, adventurous episode of Tiny Meng Tuesday. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Diamond Dave Wheeler. Tonight we have a little bit of a shake-up, card subject to change. So not only do we have our very special third man, King Ginger, right here.
Hi.
We also have your senior official, Mr. Rob Page.
That's
hey,
me.
buddy.
Hi.
The Rob Page.
That's me.
Indeed. So welcome to the show, the Rob Page.
Or just
I'd yell what I normally yell at you at shows, but I don't want to blow everybody's ears out.
I was like, you can't do that. We'll get
it's
in
not
trouble.
appropriate most of the time.
Oh no, Rob. I'm a big Rob Page fan.
There's one.
Even when you are in your most dastardly of forms. So you're never gonna get booed by me, Rob.
I do have to say a shout out to our chat already, which is kind of blowing up. Say hey to Pale Aragorn, Mitch Falcon, tacos. Always time for tacos.
It's Tuesday.
Tuck 1979, Turtle Power indeed. And Stan, hey, how's it going, man? So
Hey.
up to a great start already. So for those who don't know, Rob, tell us a little bit about yourself and your exciting adventures as our, dare I say, everyone's senior official.
Again with the old jokes. You were doing this before we went live too.
It's true.
Look at that.
I see no lie.
Started training to be a referee in November of 2000 plus 2. Older than some of the people I work with currently at my real job. So I have been doing this since April of 2003, which puts me at 18 years of being a professional wrestling referee.
You're
That's
a
why.
venerable veteran of
I
the
can
scene.
my referee career can legally buy. Used to be able to legally buy cigarettes.
Right there in the chat. Canned goods. Oh, hey, it's noted local referee, dude. Rob Page.
Well,
Oh God,
camera
Oh, no.
down.
King-
Camera down.
King
Camera
knocking
down
over
on
stuff.
Camera 3 over there.
I didn't make any old jokes about you, King. Come on, don't.
I
break
know,
it
and
down.
see, this is what I'm saying. I think, Rob, I've got you. I believe I'm older than you by a few of what I like to call years.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
And always remember, Rob, it's not the years, it's the mileage, baby.
I was like, don't start Rob on that because then he's got us all beat.
Yeah, but I mean,
I done
with
put
that,
some miles in.
but with that mileage, Rob, comes experience, and with experience comes the wisdom.
Can't talk about most of the experiences either. There's still statutes of limitation.
Sorry, talking in the chat. Sorry, I'm transfixed by Rob's floating fishes.
Full disclosure, I am house sitting for my boss at the real job. He is out of town. I am watching his
Nice.
house and his cat. So those are not my floating fish.
Yet.
Yet.
The show is young, Rob.
Oh
Mine
man,
is young. I'm just gonna take it from
Canned goods throwing it out there. I'm nearly 30, and I saw Rob Page reffing matches when I was in high school.
him.
Memories in
Thank
the
you.
corner of my mind.
To be fair, Rob, I'm 34, and I may have.
You know what? You and all these young people can just shut your pie holes.
Hey,
man.
as Mitch Falcon says, dare to dream. So
do,
yeah,
do you want to reach 35? As soon as this pandemic's over, I'm going to be real upset.
uh-oh. You got to go through my for that though, and
That's true.
I'm sorry, man. I don't think you can take her. I don't think anybody can take her. She's tiny, but she's mighty.
Just like Meng.
That's very true. Tiny Meng, all the tiny Mengs.
It's very true.
Name of the show.
Oh, tiny Meng. Sorry. I love
the closer, tiny me.
Tiny Meng, tiny Meng, tiny Meng, tiny Meng, tiny Meng.
Goodness.
As mentioned in the comments up above, I feel like I'm in a rave. I actually put that in because one thing that some people don't know, Mr. Senior Referee / official Rob Page, is that you are a huge Ninja Turtles fan.
Love them. Love Ninja Turtles.
Who is your favorite non-turtle character, Rob?
Dave can attest to this, that I actually own the Loot Crate Mondo Gecko t-shirt.
Badass.
Turtles Loot Crate. It is a tie between a favorite. Wow. Man,
Well,
you can't really
okay.
put me on the
How about
spot
this?
like that.
How about this?
Favorite
Top
good guy or
top
favorite bad
5.
guy?
All right, well, yeah.
Top
Why don't
5
you get-
non-turtle. So no turtle.
How about
Oh.
top 5 bad guy, not turtle, top 5 good guy, non-turtles?
Damn, it's a lot of characters. Oh
It
man,
is a lot.
Canned Goods still laying it on thick. I want a signed show poster in a raffle at one of those first shows. Hell yeah. Oh, what's up, Quintillion? Welcome to the show.
Okay. Top 5 bad guy non-turtles.
Oh, man.
Shredder is number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1. Shredder, Krang.
Krang inside the big robotic body or outside the big robotic body?
Interchangeable. He's the same one. Rat King,
Ooh,
Baxter Stockman,
solid.
and Leatherhead.
Oh, man, Rob, we're almost in total agreement on all this.
Right on.
Mainly because Bebop and Rocksteady are kind of blech. Like they're goons. They're idiots.
They are. That's what makes them fun.
I
I gotta throw.
Baxter Stockman, but
I was gonna say Muckman was always up there as well. I was always a big
he was
fan
one
of
of
Muck.
my last figures that I just purchased.
Really?
One of my last turtle figures.
He's a great figure.
Oh, it's a great figure.
It's a great design. It's
Hell
just
yeah.
Okay.
such a standout design.
Top 5 non-turtles
That are good guys.
that are good guys. Casey Jones.
That's
Ace
fair.
Duck,
Wow, Ace Duck.
Hell
Really?
yeah.
Genghis Frog. God, what? Jesus.
He was not a Turtles character that I know of.
Genghis Frog?
No, Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
You never know.
You-
Yeah, I may have missed some
Okay.
episodes, but I don't remember him at all fighting the hand. Although, I mean, who knows? Stranger things have occurred.
While Rob is thinking, electrifying one, aka someone you might know better as TJ. Here's to you, Rob Page.
Hey.
Throwing out some love there. Also, much like we love Totals, he loves Rocksteady.
Ooh,
I mean, I like Rocksteady. It's just not.
Oh,
he's
Wayne-
just not top 5 material.
Wayne in the comments, why are you throwing up the shocker when counting?
What
To
are you
be
talking
fair,
about, Lane?
He's a pro at this, Wayne. He can't throw up the 3, otherwise it's over, and we have to shut down the
You
stream.
can't do the normal 3.
Don't want to end the show that early.
Yeah, I don't have the power.
Metalhead.
Ooh,
Right
He's not
on.
a real turtle. He's a robot.
he's a robot.
Hell yeah.
And the hell, I'm gonna go April just because I'm blanking on some of the other lesser
Solid. Yeah,
turtle
still a solid choice, though. You know what I mean?
babyface friends that aren't turtles.
I'm a Mutagen Man fan.
Mutagen Man's dope.
Yeah. What was
So-
the panda's name?
Panda Con.
Ah, damn it! Of course it was.
To me,
I
Mutagen Man and Muckman
I
had that
remember if that was
similar
his name.
thing going on.
So I gotta throw this out there because Canned Goods just put this up in the chat. And Rob, I know you don't have yours with you, but mine's within reach. I just splurged on the Naked Secret of the Ooze Super Shredder because I never found it at retail, and it's Kevin Nash. Rob and I, what was it, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
Had the great pleasure of meeting one quad terror extraordinaire, Mr. Kevin Nash, and got our signed.
Rob, you've officiated for
It's beautiful.
Mr.
I've
Super
never
Shredder.
worked with Kevin Nash. No.
Wasn't that a heavy on?
Yeah, he did. Like the only time I've actually ever done anything wrestle wise is when he came in the ring after a match at Heavy On.
So he was still there. Oh,
Yeah, you were in the ring on that. We called that match.
I'm Ollie.
Post show.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the ring, but like, he didn't wrestle. So like,
No, he didn't wrestle.
I mean, I have a picture with me and him, so maybe he needs to go on the wall.
see?
I think that when you work with them,
Time to now the real question, Rob Page.
Mm-hmm.
What Nash would you put in your figure wall?
oh,
Which one would you go with? Would you go Mattel or would you go maybe Jax? Would you go Toy Biz or Bone Cruncher? The world is your oyster, Rob Page.
I have the Diesel Bone Cruncher. God damn it, I can't. My
Molly,
camera is in such a
put a
weird
picture of
spot. I have the Diesel Bone Cruncher. I have the Jack Specific Diesel Classic. And I have 2 Toy Biz figures. I have different deco on 2 of the Kevin Nashes. So maybe one of the 2 Kevin Nashes have one in my Toy Biz collection and one in my guys have done cool stuff with collection.
You know, Rob, Bittermarks, aka Dan, in the chat, my co-host from Turtle Talk, put it out there. NECA, baby.
Oh,
You could just put up the Super Shredder on your wall, man. It's fine
it is
too.
on one of my shelves.
dual purpose.
It is on one of my shelves for now.
2 birds, 1 stone, dude.
But when I did my one thing with Kevin Nash, he had short hair. So in a way, I almost want to get the Jax TNA Legends figure.
Do you go with the Silver Fox Nash or do you go with the?
I have to
The
go
full
Silver
round
Fox
hair.
Nash because that's how I worked with him.
That's true, man.
There you go. Oh man, finding one of those minty
It's
on
not going
card.
to be
Cool. And he's got his alligator pants on too. Like he's got,
know.
it's such a weird figure.
Didn't they do a Legends of the Ring Jax TNA figure?
Yes, they did, and it's a very strange combo because he's got
Yeah.
gray long hair and a ponytail, and then he has his like Nash like
Yeah.
logo that he had
So
for a
I
while.
don't know. Right now, if I'm gonna put it with my Lucy collection of guys I worked with, it's gonna be the Toy Biz TNA, the Toy
Right
Biz.
on.
So Rob, you can only
WCW.
have one. You choose Vinny Vegas or Oz.
Oh, Vinny Vegas, baby. Vinny Vegas. That was the first Kevin Nash I remember, actually, because one of my favorite shows of all time is the Clash of Champions 18.
Ooh,
From
tell me more.
1992. Magic Mike figure.
Was he teaming with
Did they even make those things?
the Diamond Stud at that time?
No.
Managed by Diamond Dallas Page? Because they were on a Clash together as that little team.
Vinny Vegas debuted.
Wasn't Vinny Vegas like the Andrew Dice Clay role that he had, where he's like, "Oh, roll the dice."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it.
I thought it was a good gimmick, man. He had the snake eyes as the finish.
A lot of people shit all over it. Can I swear on this? I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're good.
It was better than Oz,
a lot
even
of people
though
shit all over it, but it was better than Oz and fucking Master Blaster Steel or whatever the fuck his name was.
Master!
Oh my God!
Oh, the Master Blaster!
Let's sit on that one for a little bit.
Okay.
Master Blaster. I'm just throwing that out there. So we have a couple questions in the chat. How good is Super Shredder? It's muy good.
Love it. It's such
real
a
nice.
cool figure. So I didn't get the original Playmate Super Shredder until a couple of years ago when Heroics
got in
Heroics Games here in Minneapolis bought like someone's entire collection.
Yeah.
And that was one of the figures that I saw, and I was like, I never owned this. I have to have this.
It's so cool. It's such a strange, like, because of the proportions of it.
Yeah.
Like but he's supposed to be super.
He's supposed to be like way taller, but like he's shorter than the movie Turtles.
Yeah, it's so weird. Oh man, Canned Goods in the chat. Vinny Vegas teamed up with Big Sky, aka Tyler Mane, Sabretooth from 2000. Hell
better role for Monsignor Nash. Was it Super Shredder or was it the Russian?
Kevin Nash or Super Shredder.
That.
Kevin Nash was his best role. What are you talking about?
I never saw that.
You know what? Super Shredder is Kevin Nash.
Underrated role? He's in Grandma's Boy.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. Rob, that's a deep, deep pull.
I love Kevin Nash, and I'm so bummed that I'm blocked by the guy on Twitter.
You got blocked by Kevin Nash?
Did you ever figure out why?
No, the only thing I can think of is the only time I ever like added real Kevin Nash was, "You're my favorite Shredder."
That's a compliment, man.
That's what I thought.
And the funny thing is, you do it now, he signed something for you. Like,
I know. Now
it's 25 brothers, bro.
Yeah. He's accepted it. Right.
Fucking...
Quintillion, I think we just did.
No, he was in the longest.
I know
he's
been longest yard, yeah. But those are the two. Those are the two comic book roles. I think that's the only two comic book roles he's in.
He was in the Punisher. He was in.
Yep, he was the Russian.
Yep.
What else
and
was
he Super Shredder and Turtles.
Yeah.
He was in the wrestling zombie flick.
I have no idea what you just said. That just sounds like some drunken ramblings of a madman. No.
They're out there. He's also in that. God, I just watched Red Letter Media talk about it. Was it? I can't remember if it was Red Letter Media or it was Wrestling with Regret. But there is also a really bad wrestling movie where it's like basically when you go to wrestle in the show, it's like to the death.
Oh, and he was in Dead or Alive?
Shane Douglas is in it. And Kid Cash and a bunch of the second one's got like actual wrestlers in it. And
Cash.
He is listed as being in it, but he's really only in it during the credits. The end credits.
He was in John Wick? I don't remember that.
Oh, he was in the scene where John Wick is in that club.
Oh, that's right.
Before
Yeah,
they
yeah.
go into like the swimming pool and he starts murdering everybody again.
You've just described 80% of
I
all
know,
three of those
I know.
movies.
I'm really bad at descriptions of movies I've only seen like once or twice, but I knew he was in that. Yeah.
I have not seen any of the John Wick stuff, man.
I haven't seen 3. I liked 1 and 2 a lot, but I just haven't.
I will say this. They are exactly what you think they will be, and they're fantastic. I
That's what
like
I've
those
heard.
movies for the same reason I enjoy the Fast and the Furious movies. I'm not going for cinematic masterpieces. I'm going for crazy shit in the cinema.
Yeah, you want to entertain me.
It's like me with the
Hell yeah.
what the hell's the name? God, I totally blanked on the name of the show, so I'm good. Equalizer.
The old TV show or the movie?
No, there was a movie made in
Isn't
like.
that-
Do you remember the
2014?
TV show, Rob?
No, I was far too young for the television.
Oh, ow! Rob,
the,
hit the dagger out my back.
I've heard about it, but
Et tu, Brute.
I have not seen
Et
the
tu, Rob,
original
eh?
television show. I have watched the Queen Latifah remake though. It's actually pretty good.
I think it's maybe impossible for Denzel to do a bad movie.
Me and a couple of my buddies who we saw that movie with.
There you go, King.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. Jesus. Yeah. Fucking Equalizer.
Oh God, that's so good.
I've said many times I want to try and get Canned Goods on here. A fantastic wrestling fan as well as an amazing customizer. Quintillion, he's in the one part when John Wick is about to enter that building and kill a bunch of people. Describe.
Yes.
Oh, see, we already did that joke. All right, head of the curve. Head of the curve. Oh, Matt Lynn dropping some wrestle crap on us.
Oh, lay it on me.
No.
I miss you, buddy.
He'll be back in the next stream.
Man, I cannot get the skin tone right. It looks like it's purple.
Uh-oh. I do have
It's
to do
brown and white, but it looks purple.
It's not on camera, man. We can't see. There we go.
Okay.
Ah.
There it is. All right.
Oh, it's Meng.
Yeah, I didn't tell you. I got a sweet headcast of Ming.
Damn. You have a link.
There's no more. Otherwise, I would have gone back and got a couple more.
I'm like, I would have gotten a few just to have one to be like, tiny me.
Although I did find that I think it's the same guy is doing ones of like the Four Horsemen and the Midnight Express, and
Oh shit.
Very cool.
I was like, oh, that's really neat.
Stan in the chat, going heel.
Oh,
Wolfpack Kevin is the best.
I
Wolf,
like the
Wolfpack Kevin did the finger poke of doom though.
Wolfpack
It's
in the
very true.
house.
Yeah.
My
I
man
have a hard,
just
I have
got
a
me
complicated
NWO
relationship.
Wolfpack shirt a couple days ago.
Did
Oh
you?
God,
Yeah, Wayne hooked it up.
Ooh.
Wayne can find anything, man.
I do have to shout out to Wayne McCarthy and Molly in the chat. What'd I say?
McCarthy,
Oh,
like he was
sorry.
like he was in a
Wait.
tank.
Anyways, either way, I got to give both of them a shout out. Both are fantastic wrestling photographers and amazing people. They should post their social media links in the chat so that we can share that love. I believe
Absolutely.
I don't know if Wayne has a photo page, like a strictly photo page anymore.
Not on Facebook. He has a blog spot page.
Yeah, and Molly
He
is
posts-
Effie Stop. If you look,
Wayne
look
posts
that
a
up.
lot of stuff on his Instagram. A lot of
The-
flashbacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can watch referee Rob Page when he was
You
just
can
a
watch
wee
me
lad
beardless, Rob Page.
and bleached locks. It's a thing of beauty, Rob. Don't own it, man.
That's Wolfpack Rob.
Oh, Jesus. Wolfpack Rob. Oh, come on.
Wolfpack Rob's coming from mass destruction.
Hell,
Too sweet, me bros.
Would you too sweet or would you too Pete?
Oh, true.
Can't make
You are a
choose
member of the
between
Junk
favorite
Squad.
children. It's like
Wait,
picking a favorite Ninja
I
Turtle.
knew it. You're Kevin Nash's father.
What? The king
Well,
with
you
the
know.
old age.
You said make me choose between my two favorite children, and I figured that was between Pete
I can't do
or.
it. Hanson Robles.
Boop.
have the Twins game on in the background between commercials of NXT,
Nice.
and I'm not watching either of them. So, gotta
That's
support the Twins.
The the funny thing is like down here, I can sometimes get the Twins on, but like upstairs, I can't. I can never get them to come in. It sucks. I can listen to them on the radio wherever the hell I want to. But what up, Darren? He says, "Great to see you all again. Long time." But who's up right now, Rob? We'll go into baseball.
We are in the top of the sixth. It is
Wake me when it's over.
3-1 Twins.
Nice.
First, 1 out.
Nice.
Okay, back to whatever else we were talking about.
So, Rob, I'm gonna do a little pseudo interview here. I got some questions, and I think it'll create for some fun discussion if you are up for it.
I mean, I'll give it my best effort. Yeah.
All right. What is the quadratic form? No. What is your first wrestling memory?
I vaguely remember watching Clash of the Champions 1.
Right on.
So that would be 1988. I was 4 years old. I have very small memories of it. The first one I remember is WrestleMania 6 at my neighbor's house. It was me. It was the entire family. We were all there at my neighbor's house with his kids. That's my very earliest wrestling memory, for sure, that I remember.
Rob, were you a WWF or WCW kid?
Hey, Dave, you know the answer to that one.
I'm not gonna say it. That's your question, man. That's your question.
I am a Sting fan. Sting is my favorite wrestler of all time. So I am a WCW fan.
You're preaching to the choir, Rob. You're preaching to the choir.
100% WCW. Which is weird because they never came here.
Who was your
Rob? America?
Yeah, I know, but
Rob, who was your favorite obscure WCW tag team?
I loved Fire and Ice. I'm watching 1996 Saturday nights right now, and man,
was that from the
awesome?
Was that from the set you picked up?
Yes.
I think we need to introduce King to your DVD guy. I'm just putting that out.
By the way, I went back and bought more stuff from him.
Did you?
Like a week ago, I did another purchase.
I've got all my stuff. It's on my Dropbox, and the most casual of Doug's is slowly converting it so the sizes will be lower, so I can start to put it on my often mentioned, never completed WrestlePlex.
Benplex.
Yeah. Once that's done, I will shoot you a link, Rob, because there's going to be some crazy stuff on there. Because I used to do a Patreon where I would get 10 gigs of old wrestling a month. And then you could go through and pick what you wanted out of that and download them. And I only stopped because I literally ran out of room.
Jesus.
So
I got some interesting stuff in there.
So
Fire and Ice. So Ice Train, and that was Scott Norton, right?
Scott Flash Norton.
Yes. Prior to him becoming one half of Vicious and Delicious.
Another great tag team.
Exactly. I don't
know if they were great, but I love the name.
I love Scott Norton.
Is there a Scott Norton figure? Because
I think there might be.
FTM.
I
know that there's a FTC though.
I will have to track. So I did an 8x10 for him for a signing.
Okay.
And I actually had to get it approved by him, so I had to email him, which did not work. And then I had to call him, and he was very angry that I was calling him at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Man, Scott Norton got a rest.
That's good time. I don't know, but technically, I worked with the man. I talked with the man. So damn it.
I know for sure there's an FTC.
To eBay. Oh man, canned goods. I had an old regular customer that I made figures of the most obscure WCW low tier wrestlers for. Hell yeah. I completely lost my train of thought. Damn it.
Because you talk shit on Scott Norton.
Yeah,
I
you
talk
should
shit
have
on
been
Scott
talking
Norton.
shit
I
about
just said he got angry at me for calling him at 3:00 in the afternoon.
It's talking shit.
I also really like
Oh.
the team of to go back
the
to
Legends
your
figure.
Legends figure. Yeah, he's got the Legends FTC.
I'm looking right now. Oh yeah. Oh okay. So that just but it's an FTC figure.
Yeah. So it's basically a custom Jax.
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, man, that's rough. I might just go the Ralph's clothes route and buy the singlet and just slap it on a Sylvester Terkay.
Yeah. You could probably custom one better than the FTC one.
Oh man, I'm looking at the FTC one right now, and
It's
I'm
not
not
a
gonna
good
lie.
figure, but
It looks like Tony DiNucci.
Hey brother,
Just the
I need a
nooch.
figure.
Brother. No. So one thing that I was telling Ben about this. So on the Major Pod group, Colt posted up. I have a DVD case full of wrestling DVDs. I was gonna throw them out. Anybody want them? And I messaged him, and it's coming tomorrow.
Awesome.
Ooh.
And so it is a complete CD wallet of just random fucking wrestling.
So
I bet there's some great stuff in there.
I'm stoked to check it out.
So before Peacock took over, I had DVDs up the wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Bins and bins of DVDs. And I didn't want to have like 4 bins of nothing but DVDs in my attic. So I bought like 2 of those giant CD binders.
Oh, put them all in?
And just put all the DVDs in the fucking binders and recycled all the DVD cases. So I still have all my wrestling DVDs.
I did the same exact thing with all my DVDs outside of like box sets.
DVDs too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even box sets. I was like, I don't.
Some of the box sets, like I have the like real Ghostbusters one that's like the Firehouse, and like the MASH one that looks like a Foot Locker.
So like some of those I would probably keep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of really want to get that Turtles one that's in the van, the Blu-ray set. Or
you ever want to check it out? You come on over. It's sitting on my shelf proudly.
Son of a bitch.
I got it when the Best Buy was going out of business in MOA.
I actually
what up, Brandon?
Buy at MOA. Yo.
Fellow Major Mark.
Yes.
And local toy collector.
Yes.
All right. Let's continue with these fantastically well thought out. Oh, you got one more?
Pause.
To
go back to Ben's question about my favorite obscure WCW tag team, I just thought of another one I actually really enjoyed.
Lay it on me, Rob.
Stars and Stripes.
Oh, okay. So that was the Patriot, right?
Yep.
Who was the other guy in that? Was it like Chip the Firebreaker?
Nope.
Damn, I don't remember who the other person on that team was.
It circles back to my other tag team, Marcus Alexander.
Oh, damn it! That's right. Rob, were you just WCW, or were you also like NWA when they were on TBS as well?
So through the What Happened When,
Mark Bagwell. Canned Goods got it in the chat.
I was watching like all the 86 NWAs with them until they took it all off the network.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that other stuff too, but like that 86 run was actually really fucking good.
Oh yeah, there's great stuff on there. Even with that time period, they were bringing in all those very, very talented and interesting teams and singles from everywhere. So you were basically getting a pay-per-view every time they were doing any type of talent exchange.
Yeah. So I was an NWA fan, and like I watched my fair share of WWF too.
Yeah.
Love the WWF too. I mean, I was perfect. I was the prototypical fan. for what they were going for at that time. Especially in like 92, 93. I'm 8, 9 years old. I'm right in the wheelhouse of what they're doing.
Where was who was your favorite obscure WWF tag team?
I thought their
Now I'm
tag division kind of sucked.
They had a run. They had a time period.
I did.
Heavenly Bodies, Steiner Brothers, Hart Foundation.
I did really enjoy. You said obscure though. Like those are.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the '96 team of Bulldog and Owen.
Yeah, solid, very solid. I was always big on. I enjoyed the Orient Express because I very much enjoy Pat Tanaka.
Again, not really an obscure team. I mean, they were on pay-per-view after pay-per-view.
Well, I think the key to it, though, when you talk about WWF obscure tag teams, is it's just a tag team.
Yeah.
Because they had
Owen
no.
Hart and Jim Neidhart was a pretty good tag team, too. That was pretty fun.
What about Owen and Coco Beware?
High energy. I love the pants.
Yeah. They do have some serious pants, man.
Oof.
Dave, didn't you do some work, if I remember correctly, for a tag team in a company that we're not going to talk about?
Yes,
that had a very similar look. You know why I remember that?
Yeah.
And
because that person, Race Jackson, came up to me at intermission and said, "Where did you get that T-shirt and what does it mean?" And I told him, and I go, "Oh, that guy over there does like all the design stuff for our little club." And he was like, "You think I could talk to him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think he would be excited about you talking to him."
Hell yeah! I designed, I think four pairs of gear for him, and now he's the blank, so it's not much design work there. Just saying.
Here's my design. Piece of paper.
And done.
Oh, that was tough.
Yeah. Woo! Oh, canned goods in the chat. Orient Express was just bad company.
That's true.
That's very true, and I love Bad Company.
Did you like Bad Company with Diamond Dallas Page?
You know what? Less so, but I still give it a thumbs up.
There we go. There's the thumb.
Yeah, there's the thumb.
That, like an Orange Cassidy style thumb. I'll accept it.
I also really liked. Oh, dang it! Now all of a sudden his name is escaping me. He would go on to be Zeb Coulter, but
Dirty Dutch Mantel?
Dirty Dutch when he was in the Jayhawks.
Oh Jesus!
Dirty
yes,
Dutch.
The old Kansas Jayhawks.
They were on Starrcade.
Yes, they were.
I just remember pissing off a toy vendor at a Chicago show I was doing, because I went up and there was a Zeb Coulter figure, and I went, "Oh, cool, a Zeb Coulter figure," and I picked it up, and he goes, "I'll give it to you if you can tell me who he really is." And I went, "Dutch Mantel," and he went, like he just got pissed. I'm like,
yeah, he's like, that's not a legally binding contract.
That was
and that's how I got my Zeb Coulter action figure. Oh, Wayne McCartney. Sorry. Every time I need it. Stop it. Stop it, Jake. Oh, Quintillion. Backfire. Mitch Hawkins. So I find this fascinating. Wrestling has always interested me, but I got burned out on early 2000s Attitude Era. There was the Monday Night Wars was heavy, man. I don't think it was meant for everybody.
If anybody actually goes and rewatches anything from the Attitude Era,
I'm sorry.
Garbage. Like the wrestling, not the characters. The characters, very memorable. Yeah. But the wrestling is no bueno.
Rob, we were talking about this on the car ride. Like I had a weird, one of my favorite wrestlers is Stevie Richards, and a big part of that was because of his crazy transformation from, dancing Stevie Richards and Big Stevie Cool to the RTC guy, Stevie Richards. Yeah. And like, I went back and watched some of that, and I'm like, man, I could see this working today. Like really, really, really easily. What is a gimmick from the Attitude Era that you would love to see make a resurgence, and who would you have with that gimmick?
Ooh.
That's a hell of a question.
I tried.
As you know, yes, I am currently watching NXT. You also know I don't watch a lot of current
Yes.
wrestling. It's something that's on in the background. So I don't know.
It could be. It doesn't have to be someone signed. I mean, you can pick someone from the local scene. You could pick someone from the greater indie scene. I mean, it doesn't have to be someone under contract by any
Okay.
stipulation.
Then I will go my close personal frenemy, Darren Corbin as Steven Richards
Solid choice.
in the RTC. I mean, he did the gimmick at St. Louis Anarchy, basically. So, it's not that far of a leap.
Beautiful.
But on a much bigger stage, of course.
I would absolutely love that. I absolutely love that he's doing kind of the ECW Big Show gimmick with the slacks. I often compliment him on his JCPenney specials, and
what's wrong with JCPenney's?
Hey, nothing. The fact that they are JCPenney specials, it makes me pop. Because every time I'm like, dude, I'm a tall dude. Pants is expensive. And when he goes for a power bomb or something, and all of a sudden you're just like, no, there goes that pair.
Rip right in the tuckus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wrestle slacks.
Oh, needs them spandex and reinforcements in the crotchal regions.
Oof.
He showed us a couple times where he had split the wrestle slacks.
Oh, he definitely has.
Many times. Early 2000s Attitude Era is when I started watching as a 9-year-old.
Man, so many people just out to hurt.
Okay.
So many hurtful words.
I'll put this out here. My first wrestling memory, the first memory of anything wrestling related was, and this is for you fantastic WCW marks out there and here in the chat. The first match I remember, my dad screamed at me from the other room that I had to come in and see because Arachnaman was wrestling. Do you remember Arachnaman?
Good old Brad Armstrong in a
Yep.
fucking knockoff Spider-Man outfit.
Yep.
Arachnaman is part of our Twitch Projo show on this very channel.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was asking Rob.
So do I remember?
Yeah, I know you remember, but never mind. But
yeah, I remember.
That was my very first wrestling memory, is because I was such a huge Spider-Man fan.
Sure.
And I went running in thinking I was going to see Spider-Man because I didn't know what Arachnaman was, but I know arachnids are spiders. And
I wasn't in.
And yet, still a wrestling fan all these years later.
Needless to say, Arachnaman was not around very long.
No.
Thank you, Jim Hurt, for Arachnaman.
Yeah.
And the Ding Dongs. And were they the Hunchbacks?
Same. That wouldn't never really happen, though, did it?
Did that not happen?
No.
I remember reading that or listening to something. Yeah,
but it never
God.
happened.
You see, they can't be pinned because they got hunches.
Or Ric Flair's Spartacus.
Oh, God. That is amazing.
Which he admitted to, yes, that was an idea.
Oy. What was... I can't think of the gimmick name. Or what, did he just come in as Ron Simmons the Gladiator when he had the leather helmet?
Farouk Assad.
Yeah, Farouk Assad.
Okay.
They paired him with Sonny.
And then they dumped the Assad.
Yeah, which was so weird.
Weird. I just remember...
Is also, do you find that even stranger knowing what a hard-on Jim Ross has for college athletes?
Yeah.
And talking about, their bona fides, and he was head of talent relations. They bring in a guy who he had always coveted, and he somehow lets Vince turn him into a gladiator.
I mean, it's a job.
Oh, and he was he said in interviews too, he's like, it was an opportunity, and he was going to give it everything that he could.
I mean, it was a shitty gimmick. Don't get me wrong. But I think if anybody could have pulled that off, off, it could
It
have
was
been
him.
Ron.
What do you, when you look back on his, both of you guys, when you look back on his WCW run, which do you think, not historically more important, because of course being the first black heavyweight champion is far more important, but is his singles run better than his tag run as part of Doom?
No.
I didn't see enough of Doom when I was younger, so I look more fondly on his singles run.
Okay.
I would argue that Doom had a bigger impact. I don't know. I think obviously he was so fucking over. He became champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
so yeah.
I would argue whether that was him being over or if that was Bill Watts booking towards Bill Watts' strengths.
I would say that is more it.
Because that was definitely Watts, has said, even though he's a racist, crazy person, has said, one way to pop that any territory he's been in is to, you get the best African American athlete and you strap the rocket to him. And Ron Simmons was like the legitimate African American athlete, and all the accolades, had all the right tools, was really why he wasn't the sharpest guy in the ring to start off. And I don't even know if he ever really became much of a sharp guy in the ring. Everything he did looked like it was absolutely death.
Yeah.
When he hit people, yeah, it was like everyone was like, oh God, wrestling may not be real, but that guy's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big
Sorry,
Ron Simmons
I'm
fan,
painting
too.
shoelaces right now, so
Oh.
I can't. I'm trying my best to interact and do this at the same time.
No, I agree, Rob. I am as well. I think that he was. I loved Nation Domination, so I don't understand why that group gets hate, as it did exactly what it was built to do. And if you look at it through the lens of history, Ron Simmons cut a lot of babyface promos in a heel faction.
Nowadays, if Ron Simmons were current year 2021, and he was cutting those same promos, babyface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's Steve Austin.
Babyface. Funny, I was talking with Dave when we went down to Live 7 for the Major Pod. When Ron did StarCast 1, I did like a meet and greet with him. We left on a Thursday. The Wednesday before that, I found his Hall of Champions figure, the Elite, that came with the WCW belt, which is my favorite title of all time. I love that belt. I don't care what anybody says. The 91-93 WCW belt. It came with that. I brought that to StarCast, and he said that was the first time he had ever seen that figure.
Which is insane to think about, you know what I mean?
Well, like it had just hit shelves too.
Yeah, but the fact that it had been in development got past everything, and still it was like, oh no, never had no idea.
Like, I remember knew that there was a figure coming out because I'm sure they had to do some tooling and such and like scans or whatever. But
that's pretty cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I remember
paying him money, but
I remember hearing a story though with some of those like residual checks and marketing, or not marketing, but merchandising checks. I remember watching a thing where CM Punk was talking about Harley Race having just checks.
Oh yeah.
Thousands and thousands of dollars of checks just laying around that he never cashed. Which is nuts.
That I know who basically bought like condos in downtown Minneapolis because of video games.
Yeah.
Like WWE video games, like 1 year of sales. They were able to fully pay for a condo in downtown Minneapolis.
It's friggin' bonkers.
Without
All
naming
right.
names, of course.
Yes. Ooh. Okay. Moving on. Question 2. We're an hour in.
Not really question 2, but yeah, okay, go ahead.
No, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
fun part about this is it's just kind of open forum. Canned goods. I also remember CM Punk stories of Harley Race puking out of his car's back window.
Yes.
Rock and roll.
Don't stop, you'll alert the authorities.
All right. Well, so we covered your first wrestling memory. That would also be kind of your first matches and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
In your career as our senior official, what is your first memory in the ring?
Like at an like being a referee at an actual show.
Yeah.
The Montrose, Minnesota VFW Hall, April 14th, 2003.
Dang.
My very first match was between two local guys, a guy by the name of Doss. I don't recall his real name. He wrestled very intermittently through the early 2000s. And a guy by the name of Travis Sharp. He was the ring announcer at one point in time for Steel Domain Wrestling in the early 2000s. That was my very first match.
That's awesome.
I don't remember a lot of the stuff I've done because
you've done a lot.
Years, but I do remember that match.
All right. So that being said, and already kind of going through your first wrestling memories, what is your favorite match you've been involved in? And what is your favorite, let's do top 3 favorite matches you've seen. So not ones that you're involved in.
Ones I've seen live, like in person?
Either.
Oh, come on.
We can say that you've seen in person. That's cool too.
Okay. I'll go with the top 3 in person because the one I've done is a lot harder.
Fair.
In person, allegedly, I was at Elimination Chamber 2014. So I saw the infamous Shield versus Wyatt family match.
I was there in the nosebleeds. Good.
Apparently I was there. I don't remember it. You can ask anybody I know. You can ask anybody. They say I was there, so I got to believe them. I don't remember it. Take that information for what it's worth.
Yet it's still up there.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I remember the first Raw that I ever went to. I remember the main event was Chris Jericho versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WWF title, with Mick Foley as a special guest referee. I remember that match. It was just a random Raw, but I remember it.
That's awesome.
And I was there for the Seth Rollins cash in of the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 31.
Damn.
That holds a little bit of a special place just because I was reffing for Seth when he was first starting out in Iowa, Minnesota.
Yeah.
So.
Which is insane to think about. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Think about some of the talent that you've seen come through the ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's bonkers. What would be? You know, we'll stick on what you've seen. So,
okay.
What would be your dream match to see in person?
Anything with Sting from like the early 90s, to be honest. Sting's my favorite wrestler of all time. I've already covered that. I've seen one match of his in person, and that was Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania 31.
But so would you want Crow Sting or would you want Surfer Sting?
At this point, I'd take either.
All right.
No, I love Surfer Sting. I think when I think of Sting, I think of Surfer Sting before I think of Crow Sting.
Right on. Because
Rob?
you were the little stinger.
Rob, what was the greatest betrayal Sting suffered? In your opinion, what was the one that stuck the knife in it so hard where you were like, what?
So because it's still fresh in my mind because of the Saturday nights, I'm up to September already. No, I'm up to October already. Yeah. It was basically when WCW did not believe Sting when he said it wasn't him. When Sting attacked Lex Luger in the parking lot.
The emotion in your eyes, Rob.
Because
it speaks volumes.
So Sting and Luger, they've been friends, they've been enemies, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Sting's always been like, I trust Lex Luger, I trust him, blah, blah, blah. And then the first time that Sting could possibly be turning on anybody, and they're like, no, Sting, we don't believe you.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh,
such betrayal.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a betrayal, but Stan in the chat asking a question that I'm a little scared to ask you, Rob.
Okay.
What do you feel of Sting's run in WWE?
The guy got a WWE title match.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's awesome. That's something I never thought I'd see.
Now here's my question. Would you have liked to see when WCW got bought out, would you have liked to have seen Sting come over? Because he had obviously, he had gas in the tank still. Do you think he would have thrived during that whole invasion arc, or do you think he would have just been another face?
I think during that crappy invasion thing, a guy like Sting would have helped the invasion.
Yeah.
It would have given them like some credibility.
Yeah. Well, he would have been a big name. He would have been.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
Not to take anything away from Booker T and DDP, Uncle Dallas, as I get to call him. Yeah. Not to take anything away from those two, but like, there's DDP and Booker T, then there's Sting.
I'm going to disagree with you, Rob. No one was gonna help. Because Vince had to help. Because Vince would have been like, "Oh, look at these toys that weren't mine. I'm going to throw them on the ground because I'm a petulant child."
I'm just gonna say, who could have helped? Oh yeah.
Not if you ask
not really.
Biography.
Yeah, I know. I just had the glasses on, and that was the only reference I could make. Otherwise, it's Danhausen, which he would have been like
very
12.
Nice, very evil, and it would have made them lots of sacks of money for everybody.
Yes, human money.
Human money, even.
Mitch Falcon with a question for you, Rob. So, personal preference: do you prefer bigger promotions or the smaller indies?
I love the indies.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Like
18 years, you got it, man.
Yeah, like First Wrestling is my home.
Mm-hmm.
I got the First Wrestling hoodie on right now.
Wait, are you in the full First Wrestling sweatsuit again?
No, I'm not traveling anywhere.
I don't believe you.
I love the smaller indies. I love, especially in the before time and the long ago, like the interaction that you could have with people.
Oh, definitely.
That's, to me, is the coolest part about wrestling.
Oh yeah.
The interaction with the fans, like.
Well, and even the surreal moments that you get to witness. Like we were talking in the car, like one of the strangest photographs that I have from any wrestling event was when I was helping kind of cart some of the boys back to the hotel, and so I was waiting after the event, and the great Sasuke and David Arquette like bowing to one another and being so humble to one another, and it's like, this is fucking amazing and strange and weird, and I'm so stoked that I'm here for it, just to see,
Or the line of people that was waiting to get like selfies with David Arquette in the locker room.
Yeah.
After the show.
That's wild.
That dude was so nice.
Kooky fella. Ridiculous. Very, very nice.
When we did that Heavy On thing. I can't remember what it was now because my memory's so
Fortune
bad.
Mania 2?
Yeah, Bania 2. We're sitting there in the rain doing the commentary, and he came back out and got everyone's ring gear.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, oh, sorry. It was like, dude, you have to. We're like the lowest person on the totem pole. We should be apologizing to you just for being here.
Oh man, the fans at First Ave loved Rob so much that Eddie stopped booking Rob.
True story.
Oh, Wayne McCarty.
True story.
I got it right that time. I'm sorry, Wayne.
True story. I was doing like a small little program with another one of my favorite WCW wrestlers, Mr. Lenny Lane. I say that because Lenny Lane is the person that got me in contact with Eddie Sharkey, and I trained with Eddie and Terry Fox. So me and Lenny were doing like this thing where he would like beat me up, and I would come down and fuck with him during matches of his. And like at one point in time, he was wrestling a guy by the name of Ben Saylor locally. They did like a referee gets knocked down. Something. I don't remember the exact, but something. Lenny hits him with his finish. Nothing. Here I come, literally, and like I had on like khakis because like I was done, quote unquote. But
yeah,
like, I mean I was done, but
you were in your suit gear
essentially. But I still had my ref shirt on, so I came running down. Like 1, 2, yeah, fuck you, Lenny Lane. Crowd. Granted, it was maybe 100 people at First Ave. The crowd like fucking actually popped pretty big for that. I gave him like the Spike Dudley acid drop, and then Ben Saylor beat him. And then
you were supposed to cry.
Then no, it's just itching my nose. And then like the next month, we were supposed to do something else, and
Never happened. That's a bummer.
Like we were supposed to do this thing where Lenny would, if he beat Ben again, or if Ben beat him, like we're done. But if Lenny beat Ben, he would get 5 minutes with me. Lenny was gonna beat Ben, and then we were gonna do like this shtick where like I'd run around, I'd get away from him, and then eventually he'd catch me, he'd rip my shirt off, and I'd have on this Lenny Lane is my favorite wrestler shirt.
Yeah.
And like basically like,
awesome.
we've been working you guys all this time. And then I was gonna be like his personal referee, and like Eddie didn't want to do it. I didn't ref there again until Cannon started running at First Ave.
That's crazy. Oh, what up, Randy? How's it going? Canned Goods. Oh yeah, Benjamin Saylor saw him and Nate Bash teaming live a number of times back in the day. Oh yeah.
The popular Nate Bash, who I talk to almost daily, actually was texting with him earlier this afternoon.
That's wild.
The Midwest Ground and Air tag team.
Quintillion, when I was a wee teen, I went to an ECW house show that was inside a literal barn, and I will never forget. Hell yeah.
That might be the most ECW story of all
Shocking.
ECW stories.
I just like it because it's so succinct, and yet it captures everything.
Yep.
That it was.
Was it the Willems Arena? The barn?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. He made it sound like a literal barn.
Really ran.
Like they had to remove the animals before the show.
Just quick, get the horses out. Get the horses out. We need
Get
to put
those
set up for
piggies.
concessions.
Move the piggies.
Move, quick. Just muck that stall over there. We'll cook the hot dogs over there. They're going to get the handshakes on the other side.
Turds.
Yeah. The cow pies provide extra cushioning for the people in the standing room.
Those are our mats.
Oh,
Inside the ring.
yes, they sold cows in it during the week.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
ECW. ECW. Oh, man.
Don't
All
worry
right.
about that tetanus, brother.
or hepatitis. Uh,
Doesn't.
I don't know. So I know you're a ref, but you also mentioned doing some things in the ring. You get one match, and you get to pick your tag team partner. And I know who you're gonna pick, but I still gotta ask this because it's the next damn question in the interview. Who would you pick, Rob Page? And you know what? I'm gonna throw a little curveball in here. Who would your opponents be? Then, now, forever. You can pick anybody from any time.
Okay.
Mind blown.
No. It's pretty easy. Me and Sting. Jesus Christ. Can't do that to me while I'm trying to.
A man called Rob.
No, me and Sting
It's a man called Rob.
Versus Hollywood Hogan and Nick Patrick.
Oh, God.
Ooh, good. No Little Nate?
I mean, but if we're going Team WCW versus Team NWO.
That's fair. That's fair. Uh-oh. Got heel turn in the chat. What about JD Bandit?
Fake Sting wannabe.
It's a man called JD.
That's still one of my favorite photos from a show is I went and did a show down in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota.
Oof,
and it was me and my buddy Jimmy and two other comic artists and JD Bandit were the guests. And we were like in this dude's like collection house. The dude was really cool, but like it was literally like an old building that he transformed into like his collection.
Okay.
And so like people could kind of wander through and stuff. And so yeah, it was basically me and Bandit talked wrestling like the entire week or the entire show for that day. And he's like, "Hey brother, let me take a picture. We'll post it up." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "What do you want to do?" He's like, "Let me choke you." I'm like, "Beg pardon?" So there's a picture of him going like this, just throttling me, and I'm like,
and in your ear he softly whispered, "I hate your fucking brother."
Oh my goodness.
God, we would ride that guy horribly.
I know. The funny thing was that's how I introduced myself. Was I said, hey man, my name's Dave Wheeler. You might know my brother. Him and a bunch of my buddies do heel turn radio. And he looked at me and he was kind of just hemming and hawing, and then I go, "They're the assholes at MIW that always heckle you." And he's like, "Oh, those guys."
Yeah.
He's a very nice person.
Yes, he really is. He's got a good sense of humor. We went to a show, an MIW show. It was somewhere like Elk River or somewhere, and we went to go watch. I don't remember why.
In Elk River?
Maybe it wasn't Elk. It was somewhere outlying, and they had a really low ceiling, like crazy low ceiling.
Are you talking about the 5-star show?
No. You mean 7-star? No, I'm saying it was an MIW show because JD Bandit was like in like the main event.
Yes.
Force, like, okay. Yes. And there were some drunk guys. We were all like prepared to heckle. There were some drunk guys over like across the way, and it was a pretty sparse crowd. I think maybe 20 people. And they rode his ass the entire show. One guy, every time he would do a move, would call out the move and go and say like Sting 1985, Sting 1989, Scorpion Death Drop, Sting 1985. They destroyed him, and you could watch him get so angry, and we just shut up and we're just giggling because we're like, "Oh, our work here is done.
Yeah,
we don't have to do anything.
We have destroyed his soul."
Yeah, we don't have to talk any trash. These guys are doing it for us.
To be fair, maybe he shouldn't have stolen Sting's makeup.
Or his entire moveset.
But it was like Batman meets Sting, though.
It was like with yellow and black instead of white and black.
Well, because he later on, because he's such a big Batman fan, like he changed it into like it went up and then it made like the Batman like crest.
So he basically changed it to the Ultimate Warrior then.
Kind of. It's been a while since I've seen Bandit, so. But
who got to call a bandit, my friend?
So because because Matt's not here, I really have to play this because one of our big supporters is Enhancement Talent Clothing. So we got to run their ad real quick. So if you need to take a potty break, you got 25 seconds, Rob. Run, man, run!
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Miss you, buddy. See you next week. Not you, Matt. I miss you too, Rob, but it was only 25 seconds.
That's fair. Not enough time for the bathroom.
I mean,
I'm not that good.
that's fair. Hence, senior official. Don't got to worry about speed no more.
No, God, no.
Ooh, okay. Stan in the chat, crossing the streams for you, Rob. Best wrestling turtle figure. There was technically there was 2 waves of WWE. Oh, you know what? There was 2 waves of WWE, and I just remembered who was in one of them.
Raphael Sting,
it
baby.
was Bang! What was it?
Sting,
Raph?
Series 1.
Raph's thing?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Okay.
It's Raph.
Damn it. I thought that was a really good question. Then I'm like, shit. There
No.
was a Sting.
No. It was a good question, but I mean, it was a Sting figure. All right. Let's...
Okay. Second best wrestling Ninja Turtle figure.
Was it Mikey as Piper? Because I really liked that one.
It was Mikey as Piper.
So I had the first series. I never saw Series 2 in stores.
I saw, so Series 2 was where Mikey was Piper, because Mikey was 2 of my favorite old school wrestlers. He was Rowdy Roddy Piper and Macho Man.
Yeah, I have all of Series 1.
Yeah.
Leo was the last one that I found.
Who was Leo? Was Leo Finn Balor?
Cena.
Oh, okay. He was
first
Finn Balor in
series,
the wave 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Donnie was Undertaker.
Mitch Falcon. Who is the best turtle? And why is it Leo?
He's the best.
He knows. He knows.
He wears stretchy pants. I don't know if that's true. He probably doesn't wear stretchy pants. But...
I mean, he could.
No, Leo. Definitely Leo. When I was younger, it was Mikey because it's Mikey. But...
Neb in the chat.
Oh.
The ad I just watched, an internet privacy ad before the stream, and it was like, that sketchy website I got the turtle from stole all my info. Stupid turtle. No. Stupid website you got the turtle from. Aha. Ooh.
Yeah, but
Randy
you didn't read the fine print.
Yeah. Most epic wrestling match of the 2000s. That's tricky. Are we doing aughts, like, so 2000 to 2010, or are we just going 2000 on? Gotta be
2000 to 2010. Because that's technically the aughts.
That's fair. That's fair.
Aughts. I remember. So, I went to a Ring of Honor show in November of 2005, and it's not the match. But at that show, it was the first weekend that Joe versus Kobashi was available.
Ooh.
Ring of Honor DVD. I bought it. I watched that match the day I got back. Probably in my top 3 favorite matches in Ring of Honor history. I'm going to go with that one because that one immediately jumped in my mind.
Nice. Solid answer. Solid answer. So, now that we know who your favorite turtle is, even though it's wrong.
Right. But anyway.
Mikey, baby. Hey, he's a party dude. What? Dave, we are all waiting for your indie wrestling debut as the Wave Dealer.
Oh, my.
Hi. Um,
You're just gonna go around handing out waves?
hey. Man, the Metrodome was the jam, my jam for that. I was part of that record-breaking like 27 lap
I
run
hate the waves, so you're
during a
part of the
Twins game.
problem.
I am the problem. No, that's Paul Verk. My bad. What? So talking toys.
Mm-hmm.
What is your top 5 turtle figs? In your, or top 5. Let's do top 5 figs, because then you can do wrestling turtles, whatever. But pick your poison.
We including play sets?
Let's go figures to start. Also, yes, Neb, I got it. It was very witty. Brava.
These are gonna mostly be sentimental
That's fair.
figures. The Galoob. I gotta start with it. The Galoob Sting. Double
Wait,
fists.
tassels? No tassels.
I only had no tassels.
Okay.
So the blue one, the original, 1990. Got that for my birthday, 1990. Or no, Christmas 90. Yeah.
Nice.
That. My Mikey Series 1 turtle.
Nice.
I really enjoyed the Batman. I want to say it was from the movie, the first one.
Was it the yellow belt on a string?
Yep.
Yep.
Played the balls off of that toy. Broke so many of them damn belts.
Toy Biz DC Superheroes
Yep.
Series
I love
1.
that figure. When we were at Freak Toys, I was trying to see if they had anything even closely resembling that.
They had one loose one that didn't have a cape and no symbol.
Oh, why would I want that then?
So I take a picture of that figure every time I see it for one of my buddies, because he is literally army building that figure.
Oh wow!
So if he finds them, he just gets them, and he has like one of those spice racks in a Detolf, and he just has it filled with that figure. And it is the weirdest thing, because also you see all the weird variations of like the jaw, and like some of them have like the symbols all kinds of wavy. There's ones with part belts. It's cool. Like it's weird, but he's just like, dude, I can usually find these figures for like $2, so it's kind of a fun collection.
So those are 3. I'm gonna go. Most of mine are wrestling figures.
Yeah, makes sense.
Wrestling and turtles were the things I had the most of.
You like wrestling
and turtles? I know.
Get out.
I
need to put on my shades because my mind's been blown.
I remember getting. I like the Hulk Hogan with the bear hug Hogan.
Yeah, Hasbro.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
And I was honestly I never delved into the LJNs. Never got into them.
Yeah.
And then for my final one, it's going to be an obscure one. It was my first WCW OSFTM. Johnny B. Bad Series 1.
Ooh. The Madman.
That was for you, Ben.
I loved it.
Now actually I'm gonna flip this a little bit, because I'm gonna flip it on King Ginger.
Oh,
King. Top 5 toys.
We had to have owned them, right?
Yeah, just figures that we never talk about what you dig as far as like your toy loves. I know you've gone through phases of different ones as long as I've known you, but let's do it.
All right. Well, I will try to keep it to one a line. G.I. Joe, it was the Rattler, the plane with the VTOL wings, so it could raise up and do flat flight. I was not a huge G.I. Joe kid, but a bunch of my friends were, and I did have some G.I. Joe. I was, however, a massive and still am Masters of the Universe fan. My favorite Masters thing probably ever and still remains is Modulok. Modulok was one of my favorite figures. I do have a Masters Classic figure of Multibot, but I don't have Modulok. I'm hoping constantly that we get a new Modulok figure in Origins or some type of mashup WWE figure in WWE Masters, because Modulok is just, for whatever reason, I love that figure.
Is it weird? I was hoping New Day was going to be that. Like the Manny Faces gimmick worked so well for them for the WWE Masters, but I was like, Modulok would be cool because they're such an intermingled team that they're that tight. They're one unit.
I really hope it's Foley.
Oh, that'd be
yes.
That would
because
be
I didn't like the Manny Faces New Day. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, you know what? I can get behind this. It's an interesting pick.
Oh, it definitely makes sense. Before they announced that one, I was like, that'd be cool.
I was more like, hey, why is Foley not Manny Faces? But then I was like, you know what? If you're not going to give Foley that, and you're bound and determined to make every wave full of old guys, which is fine. I don't dislike that at all. Although, man, you're kind of going to a weird place with some of them.
Ben, you have a recommendation in the chat that just popped up. I would buy a Mikulok.
Mikulok, yes. Yes, I would as well. That is tremendous. I love the name, by the way.
Arms with the mandible claw, or like Sacco.
Oh, that's genius.
One tie-dyed.
One tie-dyed, one with Sacco. Oh my god.
One with just a regular.
I mean,
legs of sweatpants, legs of tights.
It's already a line built for you to take apart and do whatever you want with. You could literally just give us a box of Foley. Hey, I'm here to pick up my box.
Coming soon from WWE.
Yeah.
I can see it happening though.
Superpowers was a big line for me. Two of my best friends also collected Superpowers. We watched the show. I liked the comic book because Kirby drew it. Out of all those figures, I probably got the most play out of Martian Manhunter because he was really good at not getting broken. So he made it into my figure wrestling federation multiple times.
The FWF?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But the one that I loved the most was Dr. Fate.
Rubber flannel. Sorry, Mitch Falcon chimed back in about Mikulok with rubber flannel. Dr. Fate, that was a phenomenal figure.
I mean, it was. And it was like, I was not a huge DC kid growing up.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know who Dr. Fate was. I was a Marvel kid growing up. I mean, if you want to talk about the Defenders, I could talk your ear off. But if you want to talk about like the JSA, I was like, or Infinity Incorporated, I would have been like, I don't really know about that. But Dr. Fate, just the look, the design made me get more into DC Comics just because I was like, I need to know who this guy who has this sweet helmet is. So it was kind of a gateway drug.
Heel turn in the chat, who I've got to assume is Beard. King got that tax refund wrestling promotion. Warrior. Oh, sorry, that's not Warrior. That's Meng. I can't see that well. It's so small. That's my bad. Also, King, I thought you'd appreciate this guy. I picked him up last week. He makes me moist.
Oh, I do love me some MODOK. I'm actually excited about the MODOK show on Hulu.
Yeah, man, it looks so good. So we're bringing it back, but you stay warm there, King, because you hold that tag rope, because I'm gonna be tagging in and out here. So we're going back down to you, Rob Page.
Okay.
We went through your top 5 figures you had.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 figures you never owned, but would like to.
And
you don't have to be realistic about this at all. So you can go like crazy British exclusives and all that stuff, because I know your love of all things Stinger. There's a few out there.
I'm actually going to go the complete opposite. I'm going to go with Luger, Lex Luger Galoob, in the robe with the chain.
Oh,
Is that the one that has the killing Miss Elizabeth action?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Mitch
With a
Falcon
little-
in the chat asking if that is a Mr. T Origins you are modding, King.
It is. So I found a dude online in China who is selling like prototype armors, and I have a armor. I grabbed a couple. One to do Fuerza T Plantino, which will be super easy. I had the head, I had to paint it. And then another one so I can take the vintage armor of Jitsu armor off the Jitsu, which was the first Motu Origins figure I ever modded, and I had to take the vintage and use a Dremel and Dremel it out to the point it was paper thin to get the armor on. So I was looking forward to getting this armor on him. I just haven't started the Jitsu one. I'm starting the Platino one tonight.
King, I'm plugging the couple guys you sent me links to in the chat right now.
Yeah. So real quick, I just want to point out.
We'll get back.
No.
Oh, King, go.
Okay, so I just want to point out these two folks who have done some amazing work. Benjamin, and I'm going to mispronounce his name because I don't speak French, and I warned him ahead of time. I want to say Maillet, although it's spelled far differently than that. It's in the chat. You can find him on Facebook. He also does, I think it's under his custom, which is Mega Custom X. The thing that got my eye with him is he did a head swap sculpt for a ninja version of He-Man and an Oni version of Skeletor.
Oh,
and
dope.
Skeletor has like this crazy like bottom red Oni mask on. He did weapons and armor and everything, and I just got those in the mail, and they look good online, but in hand, they are absolutely stunning. It is some of the best, third-party modification parts I've ever seen. He also did a battle-hardened He-Man. It's a waist piece, some armor pieces, a cool bearded head sculpt. He did a different Beastman head, which I think is maybe the coolest-looking Beastman, period. Suffice to say, go find him, give him your money if you're fooling around with master stuff, because the stuff he is producing is insane. It's so good. I generally say Kevin Melton is my kind of top tier dude when it comes to like not plastic curves or actual large stores online. But Benjamin Maillet is he's trying to take the seat.
Fair enough.
The other would be Miguelador Customs, MistyMountainToys.com. He's just kind of started. I have some stuff coming from him. He's located in Spain. He has a King He-Man head that I absolutely love. I think it looks incredible. It's a perfect combination of Randor and He-Man. And then he's got a couple of other heads that will be coming with that order. He was super cool because the first time I ordered from him, it never arrived. We kept in contact. I felt awful for him. Both these guys' prices are insanely reasonable. But he just sent me a new package of stuff.
Nice.
Just insanely nice people who are doing really, really fantastic custom work. Please, if you are doing any type of modding, like I said, for masters, or even if you're looking for some interesting head or armor options for Marvel Legends or anything in that size scale, they both are putting out some absolutely stunning work.
And we'll get some links for those and drop them in the chat here in just a little bit. That's actually what I'm trying to pull up right now. But awesome, heads up, no pun intended. But that actually worked out pretty well. King, thank you. Rob, so we got Luger with the robe and the chain. What's your number 2?
The Krang android body.
OG or NECA?
The original.
Right on.
Yeah. We've already talked about this. I can't.
That's
I
fair.
love
You
those
can't.
Mecha Turtles, especially
You know
the
what?
cartoon ones. But
You know what, Rob Page? You keep talking about your dream figs. I'll be right back.
you son of a guy, you. So those are two. I would say the Hasbro 1-2-3 Kid. I love Sean Waltman. He's one of my favorite people that I've ever met in the 18 years of doing this. So 1-2-3 Kid Hasbro. Hands down.
Nice.
Easy.
Mitch Falcon, I'm assuming this is about Krang and Android Body. Large or carded?
Oh, large. Gotta have the large.
But here's the thing, Mr. Rob Page. This is a beater that I have been working on fixing up. Once it is fixed up, I'll give you a shout.
My blackened heart is not as black anymore.
That's still pretty much, but yeah, I've been sitting on this one. I grabbed it at, I'm trying to remember. I think I got it at a swap or something for cheap in like a bag o parts.
Okay.
And I was stoked because I was like, okay, cool, I'll clean it up. And then I'm like, I don't like, I've restored 4 of these now.
Okay.
And they're really fun to do, but it's like I don't have anywhere. I can try to like mush it into the display somewhere, but it's such a big fig, you know.
So I have 2 complete Krang robot bodies. Like
Yeah.
complete.
Yeah.
100%. Like, what do I need 2 of those for? Why can't I have a Krang android and a Krang regular body?
Exactly.
So that's 3. Yeah. 4. Hollywood Hogan Classic Series 8. Never had it. And the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that is like the coolest Hogan ever.
You're talking classic superstars, right?
Yeah, the Jax Classic.
We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
That one I can probably help you with. It is in my bin o stuff over there that will be for sale soon. But I'll give you first.
Oddly enough, I actually just got the last one. It was that, and it was with you. Just need a little bit of TLC. I got that Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Bone Cruncher.
That dude, you got such a friggin' good deal on
that,
him.
$8?
Yeah, something like that.
Because that was 5. The Executioner was 8.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Executioner.
But that's Terry Gordy's only figure, right?
Yes. No.
Yeah. Well, his only Bone Cruncher.
Because the Remco, the AWA was Hayes and.
Was it?
Hayes and Roberts, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Terry Gordy. Yep. So.
Yeah.
His only modern figure.
Yeah.
On a non-He-Man body.
Honorable mention goes to the
Oh, Gordy has a Remco, says Wayne.
Okay.
They're on
Wayne
it.
would know better than I would.
True story. Wayne, we got to get you on here sometime, by the way. Have your people call my people, and I mean shoot me a text or something, for God's sake. Let's have some fun. Oh, the lonely Cutioner is for King.
Oh God, that is a classic reference right there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
here's your Terry Gordy that's available. There he is.
That's a beaut. I'm totally blanking on the name of the damn playset. Turtles, bad guys.
Was it L&M Toys or something like that?
No.
K&B Toys in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Wasn't that where you got those?
Yeah. It was K&B Toys.
Okay. Sorry, I thought that's what you were trying to think of.
No, I'm trying to think of honorable mention is the Bad Guys Turtle playset, but I can't.
Oh, the Technodrome.
Yeah, I don't know why I was having such a brain fart on Technodrome.
You mean? No, I'm not going to do that to you.
Son of a bitch. Stop that. That is my other one. I've played with it numerous times. I hate you. I hate you so much.
I was literally going to try and go all the way over, then I realized the wall is there, and I would just ram
knock
it.
over figures everywhere. Yeah, I put that away.
Rob, you gotta come over and play. That's all I'm
Put it
saying.
away. I don't want to see it no more. It makes me sad.
I can't get the eyeball off. Otherwise, I was gonna go. Yeah. Oh man, there are two different bodies for Gordy. I have the not ripped body.
Ooh.
I didn't. I'm curious what the not ripped option looks like on a Remco.
Yeah, because aren't most Remcos like the same fucking body?
They're the He-Man torsos essentially. Yeah. Now I'm scared. Oh, okay. So the Abdullah the Butcher body.
Oh.
So I'm guessing. Wayne, can you confirm in the chat? There's the non-ripped. That is still pretty dang ripped for Abdullah, though.
I would not have any idea that was an Abdullah the Butcher body.
He has the creases sculpted into his noggin, but he doesn't have the pointy shoes. Just saying.
Too ripped for Abby.
All right. So there's your 5 and the honorable mention. We're going to hot tag to King. King, what's your top 5 figs that you would have loved to own or someday own in your own personnel collection?
Playsets would have been Eternia. I had the rest of the playsets for Masters, but Eternia was really hard to find and crazy expensive. Whew, man, that's tough, dude.
Yeah.
Because I had Mochi stuff was relatively cheap and it was really durable, so I had a lot of it. Currently, there is a Jushin Thunder Liger figure that Matt was showing me.
Oh, Storm Collectibles.
Yeah, that I was like, oh god, that's.
Is it the rookie?
Yeah.
One?
Yeah, that one's still coming.
So good.
I would want the one that's his, kind of, I guess, classic look.
Yeah.
But it's like
I think it's the first one.
Yeah, it's real expensive. For
it was like $60 when it came out.
Oh yeah, the initial figure, the first one that came out, which was kind of like his early 2000s gear, I would say, was that one's up over $100 now. Like
yeah, I love Liger. So he's not my GOAT, but he's in the discussion.
So good.
God, really, I'm a giant man baby. So if there's stuff that I kind of want, I just go grab it.
That's fair.
Earlier this year, I was like,
giant man baby, like this guy.
Earlier this year, I was like, looking and buying like Marvel Legends, but only getting like the super cheap ones. The same thing with like the DC stuff, ostensibly to let my nephews play with because I didn't want them wrecking my Godzilla stuff. Because they've got their own Godzilla stuff, but they don't bring it over and they go buck wild on my Godzilla stuff. And I'm like, you can do that to your King Caesar and to Gigan. You leave my King Caesar and Gigan in shape.
You learn your lesson, small child.
I think I would like to get my hands on one of the massive Kongs, but they're like $70 as well. I don't know. It's hard to say. Warduke. I had Warduke as a kid. I'd love to have Warduke again.
Oh man, some of those you can still come across not in necessarily great shape, but they pop up every now and again, especially at like the swaps and such.
I did get my hands on a Warduke head that'll fit a Motu Origins body. I think it was made for Mythic Legions. That I got to figure out how to do with a Motu body. I really don't have a lot of stuff like that though. I mean, I'm far more. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I really can't think of anything.
That's okay. Mitch,
I mean, if I had my druthers and all the money in the world, I just would get all of the classics figures.
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah, but I'm not. The Motor City, or excuse me, the Minneapolis Madman, and didn't get on that train early, so that's not going to happen.
It's true. Mitch Falcon in the chat asks, like, how massive of a King Kong?
I think there's like a 16-inch Kong. It might be the biggest one.
There's that one that Leonard Toys put out. I actually have that one right back there. Came out when the Kong movie came out. Kong of Skull Island, rather. But it's pretty beefy boy. Plus, it's all hollow plastic. Oof. So it's a big chunky boy. I actually have a Godzilla too.
Right now, I'm trying to get my hands on a cheap Rampage, the gorilla from Rampage, because they have a 16-inch one of those. Because I want to see if I can turn it into Cygor.
Oh, that'd be cool. McFarlane just put out a big ass Cygor.
Oh, I'm talking the Motu.
Oh, okay.
I think his name's Cygor. I don't remember what his name is all of a sudden.
Oh, Cygor was the McFarlane one.
If anybody knows what the big Motu gorilla guy that fought Vicor.
Gygor. Mitch Falcon and Canned Goods both came to the rescue on that.
What was
Mitch,
it?
This is what I'm saying. We need you as a mod, man.
What was the name of it, Mitch?
Gygor.
I was close.
So Canned Goods and Mitch Falcon came in right after.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I think that would make a cool mod, and it would be big enough that it would look cool with the 5.5 scale figures. I did just pick this up on the cheap the other day.
Nice.
And that's why I'm trying to get a hold of a harness, because I made that. I made that version of Nate, and I'm still working on the version of your brother. And I wanted to give your brother. I was like, man, if I could find a big dog, I can have Huey. But then I was like, oh no, you know what? I don't need a big dog. I need I need that big ass bear he can ride.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I would say that if anyone is looking for mod stuff for that, the Jumanji toys are about perfect.
Ben, Mitch Falcon in the chat. The Skull Island would work better. The Rampage George is all hunched over.
Ooh.
Apparently, so.
I wouldn't mind the hunched over, but I mean, it's all a matter of what I can find reasonably.
Fair. So, we've covered what you had, what you haven't. To round this down, because we're down to our final 20 minutes or so, and we seem to be running long on questions, which is all good. For the 3 count, you,
my gimmick.
Man, that's why I'm going to you first. You get 5 figures of anything you want. You get to have a professional toy manufacturer make 5 figures. Any scale, type, style, you name it. Your top 5 dream figures that you could have made. Who would they be? And we're going to start with our senior official and our 1, 2, 3 count of our hearts, Mr. Rob Page.
5 figures of any.
You get to 5 dream figures.
Well, Mattel was this close to pulling off one of them.
Sting?
The crow debut. Early Crow Sting. That they stupidly canceled.
Tower.
Ugh. You know the one I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, it was the Legends one, and then they're like, he's not under Legends contract anymore, and people were like, he's going to AEW, and everybody's like, he's not going to AEW.
And then he totally went to AEW.
And became a Game of Thrones reference.
Yeah.
Sam, me too, bud. Me too. Sam's another comic artist, so.
A Rob Page figure.
Ooh,
Winky.
I know how to make those. I need the perfect. Oh, Beard in the
Stop
chat. Give me that Junk Squad 4-pack. And Big Daddy Hoofer.
He would be the Build-A-Figure.
Would Horace be the Build-A-Figure?
Oh, that's even better.
Because that's technically Horace was. Anyway.
So a Rob Page action figure.
Yeah, it would be WrestlePalooza version.
Oh, with your
Fancy.
wait. Okay, when you say WrestlePalooza, are you talking in your ref gear or your first sweatsuit?
God, that would be the chase.
Hell yeah.
There go the Mach glasses.
No, it'd be the ref figure. Blue
Right
bow tie, elbow pad, glasses,
Your pins on your.
pins, the whole works. Detachable hand with the middle fingers to the crowd.
Hell yeah.
That would be fun. It'll never happen that coolly.
Would you go rear strap rec specs or just your earpiece rec specs?
Oh, the ones that I wear.
Yeah.
The full wrap
Full
around.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full wrap around. IRS Classics version.
Nice. Jesus.
What else? To go back to Jax, I would want that Scott Steiner to go with the fucking Rick Steiner that they put out.
Man, did you ever see the
I
like
saw the prototype.
yeah, it looked
The
like
face
they
was
took his
just
face and were like
Yeah.
like switched it down a little bit. It was
Well,
weird.
Why couldn't they put that out with fucking TNA? They had the line.
Yeah. Would have been good too.
And because I'm set, as me and you mentioned as we talked about on our car ride, our 8 hours in the car and 2 days in hotel rooms together and whatnot.
We made some towns, man. That's what we did.
Like 3 towns?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Towns are towns, brother.
Fucking Sheboygan.
The correct Rock and Roll Express.
That would be dope.
The actual version, not the fucking
Yeah.
long hair colored version.
Yeah. Oh, that's so weird. Although if you have them, I know a guy who can repaint stuff. Just saying.
Yeah, but they're actually worth a lot of money still on the card.
Are they?
I think
Well,
so.
Get some Lucy's then. Just saying.
Since they were closer to the end of the line, I think they're even kind
Yeah.
of spendy.
Because they were part of those like Toys R Us 2-packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Those
so
would be my
that brings
five.
us up to 3 because I'll count rock and roll as 1.
Damn you.
Ha!
Hey,
ho, ha! Hey,
correct height scale version of a Playmate Super Shredder.
No, just stretch him,
Well, like make it
make
to
him big boy.
scale. Fuck.
Yeah, no,
He's
I
so
got you.
tiny. He's a
He is.
little bitty guy.
He is muy small, muy
He's a
small.
little baby.
I laughed because someone was like, "Give me a giant Super Shredder figure." I'm like, that would be a little too big because then he'd be like
Too much.
14 inches tall
That's too
over a
much.
4-inch figure.
It'd be
That'd
like
be
putting
Mega
the
Ultra
Necker in with the turtles, with the
Right.
Playmates.
Just steps on him. Oh no! It's okay. You stepped on Leo.
Oh man.
Ooh, excuse me.
I'll go with a 2-pack
Oh.
Toy Biz
Oh.
WCW figures.
A Fire and Ice.
No. Dennis Rodman and Carl Malone.
Oh shit! That would be amazing.
in the gear that they actually wore, not that whatever the fuck the Rodman figure's actually wearing.
Oh, I think he just has jeans. He's
Yeah.
shirtless and has jeans.
But like have the Rodzilla shirt on or something.
Yeah.
And the mail away would be Jay Leno.
Well, I mean,
The mail away would be
sure.
Karl Malone.
No.
Man,
you son of a guy.
man.
You
See?
son of a guy.
It's like Beard and I are related or something. Same joke. One textural. One.
I was gonna say those in like elites, but nah.
They would be cool in elites, but to see a Toy Biz Karl Malone to go with the Toy Biz Dennis Rodman figure
Yeah, like
would be really flippin' cool.
how fucking cool would that set be?
Dude, okay, here's my question. Now that I'm thinking about that, so I'm thinking about the Rodman figure and thinking about the scale because he had a pretty small head.
Yeah.
Because he was a really tall figure.
Yeah.
Do you think a starting lineup Karl Malone head would fit on that body? I think it might be too small. I haven't seen a starting lineup figure in a long time.
Let me.
To the internets. Sound off in the chat if you think that would work, or just sound off with some of your dream figs because that'd be really fun. And while Rob is researching the internets with the Googles, I'm going to tag it up to King. King.
No.
No, too small.
Like I found like a loose version, and the head is even smaller.
Oh
like
no.
Proportionally, it wouldn't work.
Okay. That's fair.
It wouldn't work proportionately.
Damn, that would have been really cool because that would have been like, looks like I'm looking for a Karl Malone starting lineup. All right, so that wraps up your top 5. So King, tag to you, sir. You get 5 figures. We're gonna try and kind of keep it wrestling, but you can go ham, man.
Yeah.
The Ogdru Jihad in size comparison to my Hellboy figure.
Jesus. Wait, which Hellboy figure do you have?
I have the Legendary Heroes one.
Legendary Heroes. Are you talking about the Mezco one?
Wasn't it the Toy Biz one? I don't remember how I got my hands on this.
Oh, of Hellboy?
Yeah.
So Mezco did pretty much all the Hellboy ones. There's the I can't think of it. Is it the 8-inch one?
No, it's the same size as my Toy Biz Maestro.
Okay, so that's probably the Mezco movie.
Yeah, it looks exactly like a Marvel Legends figure.
Is it Ron Perlman or is it comic style?
It's comic style.
Okay, then that's probably Mezco's Mignola line because they actually did a Hellboy line, which is pretty badass.
So yeah, that'd be cool. Oh man, wrestling wise, dude, I don't know. The only wrestling figures I really pick up are the Masters of the WWE Universe right now. You know what? I would love a really, really good 4 Pillars of Heaven set.
Damn. Knocked it out in one go.
Yeah, that would be. And Jun Akiyama would be the Build-A-Figure because I still think he should be involved in that conversation. Yeah, that would be. I would spend good money on that. That to me is my favorite time period of wrestling, and I think the 4 best wrestlers together at one time. Without
King, you got Beard in the chat all riled up. Come on, son, Darren Corbin. But seriously, no pop-up? Followed by love.
I would love to have a pop figure. I would build a shrine around it, much like whenever we do commentating, he built a shrine around Corbin. So, but
can we tell the people who Pop is for clarity?
Pop is the affectionate name that Beard and I call Mr. Eric Cannon.
Pops.
Pop
Russell
Pop.
did.
Russell, yeah.
To a lot of people, not me.
Yep. Not to me either, but he's been referred to Pop Pop just because he's the Godfather. He sits on the throne. He kissed the ring. But he's also, in all honesty, and I've said this before on Heel Turn a ton of times, he got me back into liking wrestling after a lapse. He was just seeing him on, again, a promotion I'm not going to talk about, but as a part of the Kings of Wrestling, I was like, I don't know who that dude is, but I want to know everything about him, and I want to watch him and Claudio Castagnoli win every fucking match known to man. So getting into that lets me know that like that he means a lot to me, and he thinks that's really funny because for the longest time I couldn't even talk to the man. I
This
would
is
literally
true.
have a small panic attack, and then he blindsided me at a first show in a hallway. I thought I'd escaped after being teased mercilessly, and I was like, fine, I'll go talk to him. Fine, fuck you guys. And I went to go talk to him, and he had already went to go do something else. I was like, oh, he's gone. Maybe next time. We started to walk down the hallway, and he goes, hey, and we all turned around, and I was like, oh no. But I actually talked to him, and he's done some really nice things for me. He's been very nice to myself and my wife. He's gone out of his way to be nice. I think he's a extremely nice person who does not have to be nice to me, but does so. And I admire the work that he does both in the ring and outside the ring, and the people he surrounds himself with. So it's a big deal to me.
Referee Rob Page.
Exactly.
See. Good segue.
Yeah.
With that, we are down to 5 minutes.
Oh,
So, what I want to put out there, Mr. Rob Page,
okay.
can you tell the folks where to find you so that they can find you, they can follow you in the totally non-creepy way?
Not following me like to and from work type of way.
No, on the social medias.
Oh yeah.
Technology, kids. Technology.
Yeah. Give me 1 second because I don't even remember
I have it in the chat.
my tweets. You can find me at referee Rob Page on both Instagram and Twitter, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Nailed it.
I have a very public Facebook group. You can just look for Rob Page. I'll be the guy with the me looking face.
It's very true. It's very true.
Yeah, like on my Twitter, No, I don't. I work in produce, man. Come on now, I'm stocking kale and like other things.
Spicy cabbage.
I think that's a thing.
Mitch Falcon. So we look for the Rob Page page? Yeah.
I have a fan page, but I barely ever use it. So
It's because you leave them wanting more, Rob.
I think the last time I updated was like early 2018.
Damn it, Rob. Do you have any cool upcoming shows?
I will be doing commentary for the first show that is completely sold out on June 10th at the Temple of Aaron Synagogue.
Aaron.
That's the only thing I have upcoming because, I mean, nothing's really
open
up and running really yet. But I've done a couple of those things. I've done two of the Temple shows. Canon really trusting me to do the live commentary.
You did a great job, man. That's Beard and I watched the last one on IWTV, and it was awesome to see, dude.
I'm starting to get comfortable doing live versions. I've done enough commentary, but normally it's me and my partner for Battleground just telling jokes to pop each other for 2 hours. But like this is
commentating.
Yeah,
you're ready for the big leagues, Rob.
Yeah, I gotta. For the first shows, I gotta be a little bit more serious.
Yeah,
so, like it's interesting and a fun challenge.
Well, that's awesome. And the June 10th show is going to be on IWTV, right?
I don't believe so. As of
Oh,
right
it's not?
now,
Okay.
it's not advertised to be. Plans can always change.
Yeah. Well,
As they
stay
say,
tuned to the
pal.
Heel Turn Radio social channels. I'm sure Beard or King will pop them up. To be sure.
Mhm.
What Beard? What are you? But
Yeah,
where are we at? So someone will put him up for sure.
Beard, not me.
But all right.
I don't do
Well,
that.
anyways, make sure to follow Rob on all social media platforms because he's awesome. Ask him about turtle stuff because it's super, super fun. Also, Mindy Wrestling as well, homie.
Yeah.
It will, of course, be up on the Mindy Wrestling channels as well. King, where can the good people find you?
You can't, because I am an enigma wrapped in a riddle. Monday nights, every other Monday night, you can find me on Known World United doing Down Notlands with our intrepid group of SLK. I won't tell you what that stands for. You'll have to figure it out on your own. You can find me doing heel turn stuff when we do heel turn stuff, and when I am inclined to enjoy wrestling, which has been very periodic of late. What else? I'm here every 2 Tuesdays generally. And then once a month so far, Beard and I are doing the Twitch Projo, which is us playing Fire Pro World promoter mode. Two fat guys in separate basements telling you about how they would book it for their fake promotion, where we can't be fired for thinking we're taking over.
It's fantastic.
I wouldn't go that far.
Come on now.
We're also talking about other projects. A lot of them would involve us playing some games and me probably embarrassing myself with my lack of Pokemon knowledge, or us playing Minecraft and me showing just how lost I can become in a video game.
Fair. Well, you can always find me right here every Tuesday for Tiny Meng Tuesdays, Mondays over on the Foosh channel on Twitch. Wednesdays we do the AEW Watch Along on the Dave Wonder channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more kind of random streams on there, kind of specializing on unique lines and stuff. I started doing Turtle Talk. Rob, you got to come on. We'll have some fun.
We'll do it.
Talk all things turtles. You can find me on Twitter at Dave Wheeler. You can find me on Twitch at Dave Wonder. You can find me on Instagram at the Dave Wheeler, because there's too many of Dave Wheelers in the world. On that note, you can always find all of us at Heel Turn Radio across the board. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
That's the wrong damn video. My bad. I had to do it. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you to Mitch Falcon. Thank you to Canned Goods. Thank you to Super Spike. Thank you just to everybody who is on there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Randy, Quintillion, Wade, everybody from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We really appreciate it. Give us a like, subscribe, any of that stuff. It's always fun and more than appreciated. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you, Rob, for coming on. Thank you, King, for coming on as the hot tag.
Rob Page.
Y'all rock. Thank you so much, and much love from Minnesota. Bye.